Hello, my name is Tim Royer, and I'm a product manager at Juniper Systems. And today I have an opportunity to introduce you to the Allegro Wireless Keyboard. It's our all-new rapid data entry device that we have been manufacturing the earlier generations for a couple of decades at Juniper Systems. You might notice just looking at this that there are a couple of changes from earlier generations, and I wanted to just introduce what those differences are and explain why they were made. First thing you might notice is that this device does not have a screen. And we'll get to why that is in just a moment, but I did want to point out some of the similarities from what it had with earlier generations. It's still a rugged tactile keyboard so that people can be entering information with their hands. Maybe they don't want to interact with a touch screen, so they can just be using their fingers and entering information. It's intended for people who are entering a lot of information, so they're keying in keys really quickly. Maybe they're entering in forest inventory information, log scaling information, information about utilities or other infrastructure, or just keying information in about surveys that they're working on. But by having tactile keys and not having to interact with the screen, you might recognize that when you interact with a screen like with a tablet, you're holding the tablet in one hand and you're pressing the keys on the screen with your other. So that ties up both of your hands. With this device, you still have a free hand while you're entering in information. And in this hand, you can hold another device. Maybe it's a measuring instrument, maybe it's a sensor. Or if you're not holding something, you still have a free hand to steady yourself, maybe in uneven terrain, or to be doing other things. The other nice thing about having a tactile keyboard where you're pressing information in with your fingers and not having to look at a screen is that it allows you to keep your eyes on your work. Your eyes are up, you're looking at what you're measuring, you're paying attention to your surroundings. Maybe it's an area where there's heavy equipment operating, and so it's also a safety benefit to have a keyboard that allows you to keep your eyes up and aware of what's going on around you. Talked a minute ago about the fact that this device, this generation of the product, does not have a screen. And that is because it is intended to be used with our other products, but also with any bring your own device or third-party products that are available on the market. I first wanted to show you how it works with one of our new products, the Archer 4 rugged handheld. And I have that one right here. And so the way that it works is you just take the Archer 4 and you click it into this bracket, and then you would establish a Bluetooth connection between the keyboard and your device, and you are good to go. You're off and working. Notice there's no cables, no wires that are going to be dangling, getting snagged on brush or anything like that, or anything else in your work area. It's just relying completely on a Bluetooth connection. The other nice thing is because it's using a Bluetooth connection, this keyboard is really power efficient. And the battery that's in here will give you about 60 hours of use between charges before you would need to repower the device on. That allows it to be sealed completely so that it's protected against water and dust ingress. And it's also a rugged device so that if you dropped this keyboard on the ground, it would still be rugged just like our other products and continue to work for you. So once you would have your Archer in and you're out collecting information, you can be keying information on the keyboard. If you did choose to enter in information on the touch screen, you could still do that, or you can completely disable the touch screen on the Archer 4 so that you're only relying on the input from the keyboard, which is a fantastic feature. Again, if you're in an area where there's a lot of rain or snow, or you just continue to bump against your screen and it changes the screen before you're ready, now you don't have to worry about that. I wanted to show you some of the other variants that we have. So again, this is with the Archer. We also have the Allegro Wireless Keyboard configured to work with any third-party device, whether it's Apple, Android, or Windows. And we achieved that using a mounting plate that is configured to work with Quad Lock. Quad Lock is a company that manufactures mounting solutions, and on our plate you'll notice there's two positions, one where the lever is already attached, that's for a phone-sized device, and then this upper mounting location is where you would put the lever if you were attaching a small tablet. So the way it works is you would take your product. I've got an iPhone 14 right here in my pocket, and I would take it out, and using the case that Quad Lock has already manufactured for the Apple iPhone 14, it has the mounting location on the back. You take and you push the lever down, align your device, rotate it, let go, and it's that simple. And now your third-party Apple device would be attached to the Bluetooth keyboard. And if I shake it, you can see that it's firmly attached on there. And the other nice thing is it does not obscure your cameras, and so you would still be able to use your cameras while you're collecting information. Quad Lock makes cases for iPhones, Samsungs, Pixels, and Huawei devices, going back for several years, several generations now. But if you happen to have a device that Quad Lock has not made a case for, there is a solution. They make a universal adapter that can be used with your device. It's an adhesive adapter plate that adheres to the back of your device and allows you then to take your device and mount it on the Allegro Wireless Keyboard. And again, it's firm, the glue is strong. They do say that it's not intended to be used on certain products like leather, coated glass, or textured plastic. But we have found that on the devices that are compatible with their adhesive, it works great, it's strong, it's a good mount. And then it allows you, again, once to have a device that was already in your pocket, to take it and to use it with the Allegro Wireless Keyboard. So I've taken a minute to move the mounting lever from the lower position to the upper position to show the Allegro Wireless Keyboard being attached to a small tablet. And I've got one right here. I can take in the same way, push in the lever, align it, rotate it, and lock it in place. And now it's attached to the small tablet. Still a very firm attachment, very rugged solution for people who wanted a larger screen, but still have the ability to use a tactile keyboard. Thank you for joining me for this first look at the all-new Allegro Wireless Keyboard. We are excited to get this product into your hands so that you can see for yourself how well it works. And you can find more information at junipersys.com.